Greetings. A few days ago, I posted a meme that I created to my Facebook that I would like to read. Goth is apolitical. By all means, have opinions and voice them as fervently as you wish. But if you give the impression that you have those ideals because you are a Goth, that justifies others doing the same for ideologies you do not share. Goth must remain apolitical. I found it interesting. There did seem to be one or two people who disagreed with the meme, and I think it's primarily because they were misreading what the meme is saying. I believe they thought that it is meant to imply that Goths should not have a political position or should not espouse their position or leanings or thoughts. And that's not at all what the meme was intended to do. Ultimately, what it means is that Goths are often very politically motivated. And that is very different from the culture being political. Being a Goth is not a political act. The strongest indication that Goth is apolitical is that there is no politic or party line or anything like that that you need to subscribe to in order to be Goth. There's none. You don't have to be liberal. You don't have to be a feminist. You don't have to be vegan. Some Goths are these things. Some Goths are anarchists. Some are not. Some Goths likely voted for Hillary Clinton in the last election. Some, like myself, did not. I expect there are probably quite a few religiously motivated Goths out there, Christian Goths or what have you, who are fairly anti-abortion. And there are also others, I'm sure, that share that perspective even though they don't have any religious inclinations. Or that's not a part of the reason that they do not support abortion. There are many positions that Goths share, but those views are by no means universal within the culture. One thing that I really like about this aspect of Goth is that it allows us to dismiss anyone who chooses to make a claim to any political position because they are Goth. No one gets to claim Goths for their side. And that holds true for those with a truly progressive outlook, and those most of us wouldn't want to spend any time around anyway. For instance, if someone were to claim that they're a member of the KKK because they're Goth, we can safely call them out on their complete and utter bullshit because there is no such basis for the culture. At that same time, that means that we need to admit that no one is a rights activist because they're Goth. They may be a rights activist, they may be a Goth, but the two have no relation to one another. And we're fortunate that we don't have these things dividing us. There are enough, sometimes very foolish things, that divide Goths. We don't need this as part of it as well. We're not beholden to putting up with anyone espousing or trying to convince others of their political position. if someone is trying to preach from their soapbox, either figuratively or literally, at a Goth event, we can safely throw their asses the fuck out because it's not an appropriate place for that. Because Goth is apolitical. Goth being apolitical does not mean that we have to put up with assholes. It actually allows us to be rid of them and be justified in doing so. So that's a little perspective on the intention behind the meme. I don't intend to carry on any political conversations from any of the comments on this video. Again, this isn't the place for that. I just felt that it would be good to clarify my position on this a little bit. I honestly find it a little bit irritating that that seems necessary, but it is what it is. Thank you.